everyone, and if you're watching this for some reason in the replay, then hello there to you, and thank you so much for joining. I mean, not real time, but at least, in the replay. So I will be live for about an hour. Hopefully there will be people who needs help and who will be finding this live stream. If you have a question, then just put your question in the comments, and then we will see. Oh, hi Debbie, how are you? Oh, Mila was here earlier, very early. Are you ready for football season? Have you watched Cam Newton's Funky Friday thing? Because the one that he put out to talk about why how he left or why he left. That was quite interesting. I mean, I kind of like what he said. It would be so cool if YouTube would be in a way that you guys would be on camera as well. I know that there's Discord for that and stuff like that, but I don't know how widely used that. Yeah, or just a bit of it. Yeah, I mean, I was working, so I had it on the background, and I'm quite happy what he said and how he said it, because it wasn't mean in any way. It wasn't like, oh, they kicked me out and now I hate the Patriots. It just was like, it was surprising for him, which was interesting. Though, I guess it happens like that. You didn't like him? I mean, he didn't play the best, I agree, but yeah, I mean, he has his own ways, but I like him as a person. And by the way, if you have a question, or if you want a reading on the Patriots, we can check that. I want to do that before the season start. Oh, which is on Sunday, so I should do it this weekend. Oh my. Completely forgot. I'm kind of behind on scheduling my readings. So yeah, if anybody is here, you can ask any questions. Just comment and ask. And there's not a lot of people here yet, so you don't have to put it in caps. But it always, yeah. I mean, I like him as a person, which is always important, because there's the Patriots way, and certain people can't fit into it, and that's unfortunate. Hi Olive. Hi, how are you? If you have a question, just please ask. I'll be using the oak ash and thorn, by the way, today, which is a lovely. Oh, look at that! We have the 10 of cups. I love that. Hi Tanji. How are you doing? How are the spaceship doing? Because I was waiting for a pickup and last weekend there wasn't one. And yeah, it was quite interesting, because this is not my usual cam setup for live readings, but both of my tripods decided to broke today, which was interesting, because I don't think Mercury is retrograde, but who knows. So yeah, anybody, if you don't have a question, you don't want a tarot reading, then just let's chat, like tell me about your day. What did you do? Anything like that. Oh, okay. Suddenly there's an update on my stream and or on my chat, and I have questions. Okay, let's go with Debbie first. Oh, okay. Let's pull a few cards. Whoops, I said few. Okay, so I'm not going in order if there's a lot of questions, because I want to be able to keep, keep up with the chat, because it's always nice to be able to ask questions when doing a reading, but probably there's not going to be a lot of people in. So hi Scott. Oh, really? Notification sucks. Hey, Jackie. Okay, I should concentrate. And then I'm gonna do Olive, because she was nice enough to ask a question. But first, let's check. Okay. And the magician. Okay, I like that. So, interestingly, with the problem in the problem area, because this is my usual 3-card setup, where this position is a possible problem or the root of the problem. It doesn't have to be very serious when there is not a serious problem. And in this question, because you had to choose, the choice itself is a problem for some reason. Maybe, I don't know, like very forced to choose between two. I wouldn't say, it could be that you chose between two very good options, or more, multiple options seemed good, but you didn't like the fact that you had to choose. That could have been maybe just, some, like I said, I'm not feeling necessarily that it's a really big problem. It's just that maybe the fact itself that you had to choose is, you don't like that. It weighs on you in some way. Because in the current situation, we have the Six of Swords, which is leaving behind something that wasn't working, something that was, wasn't good for you. So your previous one, or maybe in this case, the place itself, the state where you had to choose, where you were worried about choosing, you're finally be able to leave that behind. And, that's always, that always brings a more relaxed and more calmer state of being. Like, yeah, I kind of feel like that, that just the previous one. Okay, so between two of them. Okay, so even if, this might have been, maybe the other person would have been better, could be, but your relationship will be very good with this one, because for because of the magician. I know I'm not making a lot of sense. I'm trying to find my words, because the tendency of this relationship is the magician, where you can create anything you want when you have all the information, all the tools, all the time, all the empathy and the compassion in them, that your relationship will work better. But maybe it has a bit of a, are not the best start, because you might be for a while, but maybe at the first meeting you will be second guessing yourself a bit, that if you chose between the two, that you made the right decision. But as soon as you're able to just leave that anxiety behind and second guessing yourself, you will realize that this person is exactly who you are meant to work with, because they might do things in a different way than how you're used to it, something like that. Oh, thank you, Scott. That's so nice of you. I mean, I usually don't really bump these into that group, because I don't know. I don't want to spam it. So I don't know if Debbie, does it make sense to you? Because I really like the magician in the end, because that absolutely suggests someone who will be able to help you in a great deal. And the Six of Swords as well, you're gonna leave behind pain, and with the doctor, that's very good. Yeah, Olive is, Olive thinks the same. Let's pull some. I'm gonna pull um, an oracle because I feel like using an oracle today as well. Ding, ding. I kind of don't want to rush readings today, so I will be. I mean, for me the message was quite clear, but interesting. We have dangerous pleasure. The secret of reaping the greatest fruitfulness and the greatest enjoyment from life is to live dangerously. So I don't think that you're supposed to live dangerously in a way that, just take whatever they prescribe, for example. But maybe it's suggesting that, it ties into that, what I said, that they might be using um, some unorthodox methods or something that you're not used to. And maybe that, that will be exactly what you need in that situation. So I'm quite curious, but you have to, if you remember, I'm sure you will be posting about it on Facebook. I'm quite curious how the meeting will be going. Okay, so let's see. Next one, Olive. I really like your name, by the way. Give final for personal financial interview. Ooh, okay. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay. So the bottom of the deck is the moon, which talks about fears and a situation when you're not sure what's true and what's not, and maybe you're overthinking things, but that's not necessarily true. Okay. Mhm. Though it can be, a way to tell you that there's something that you need to be mindful of. So in the problem area, we have the Ace of Cups. Well, the Ace of Cups talks about a start that's supposed to be everything you want. It talks about all the feelings when you're so excited to start a new job, when you start a new place, but it's in the problem area. So I'm not sure if this is actually the right job for you, to be honest, because in the current situation we have the Page of Wands, which is this, pages are always talk about that place, that energy when you have to be open to learn something new, you're starting a new journey. And it's because it's the wand, it's about passion, it's about something that you really care about. So you want to find a place where you can start working towards something that you really like, that you could do for a long time. At least that's how I read it. But in the tendency, which is, what to expect, we have the Hangman. And a hangman is a place where you get stuck, when you can't really move forward, when you're not at your right element. It can also mean that, if you do this job, it might not be the greatest job for you, but maybe you're in a position when you have to what's the word, you have to make a sacrifice in order to, for example, take care of someone else, or that you have to get this job because you have to pay the bills. But it kind of feels like it's not your dream job. It kind of feels like yeah, it kind of feels like you are intimidated with the owner. Yeah. I'm not saying, that don't take it, because obviously that's your choice, but keep in mind that with the moon card, we get the moon sometimes when we're supposed to pay attention to our gut feeling, when it tells something that we don't like, because it signals a certain warning to us that maybe this is not what we're supposed to do. So even if you take the job, I think it's not you're not going to be here for a long time, because if you stay, you're going to get stuck in this position. So like I said, even if you have to take this job, just think about it that this is just a stop. It's not the final destination. It might be something that you need to do with the hangman, especially to get by. I mean, we're usually in a place where we have to accept not the best offer. But if that's the case, then don't give up. Don't give up on your dreams, on what you're trying to find, because this is what you're supposed to concentrate on. Finding your passion, finding what you like to, not just what you like to do, but what you're willing to learn, and finding a place where you're willing to put in the extra hours because you love what you do. And I know it's easier said than done, but if the job fell through, maybe just think about it, that it wasn't meant for you. Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna pull an oracle for you as well to see, extra special message, extra advice, something. Just see. Let's see this one. Okay, so we have Snapdragon. I like a dragon. Graciousness and benevolence. No act of kindness, no matter how small, is ever wasted. And in this case, I would say that direct that kindness toward yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself if this is not for you, and you will say no, maybe, But also, if you say no, do it in a kind way, because you just never know. Yeah, yeah. I mean, keep applying it. This might, like I said, this might be just a stop you have to take, which is bit, it's never a good thing, because we always, we hope for finding a job that's good for us quickly, but sometimes you have to go through a few hurdles before finding what's right for you. Hi, Donna. Hi, everyone coming in. Really sorry if I'm, don't see your name. Okay. Oh, spaceship have new purple lights. I love that. I'm doing fine, thank you so much. Both my tripods broke for some reason, so okay. Let's see Tanji's question. How is September? Okay, September. Wake me up before September ends, huh? I still start singing when September rolls around. Let's see how Tanji's September is going to be. Okay, Knight of Cups, Three of Wands. Ooh, starting a new journey. And Three of Pentacles. Okay. With also again with the moon. Interesting. That's the bottom of the deck. So all in all, you're gonna start something new, embarking on a new journey, which is quite exciting. And the tendency is the Three of Pentacles. So finding new people to work with, connecting to this Three of Wands, a lot of threes and threes. So that number can be important for you. The Nine of Cups in the problem area kind of signals to me that don't romanticize a situation, because you might tend to think that everybody who you meet or you start talking about this project that you want to start is on the same page as you are, but you might need to be a bit more selective with it. But also don't promise what you can deliver, because the Nine of Cups has that idea that, oh, everything is gonna be fine, and just let's start and let's go, let's have some party and do whatever we feel like doing, and then the cup ends up empty because you drink everything. And then the bird is like, oh, but you promised, you some half of it is mine, and then you're like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that. So just a little thing to keep in mind, to not get carried away with this new project. But yeah, whatever you're thinking about starting, especially if it's involving people already that you want to work with, some people maybe on YouTube or Facebook or aliens, I don't know. Oh, hi Gerald. Don't hold back. So don't let these small minor things, because I don't feel them as a very strong or very difficult things to mind. I can't talk today. I don't know what's with me. Because I really like these two trees next to each other. It's a very fulfilling and teamworky feeling for September. I don't know how you feel about them. Oh, my cat wants to come in, but she needs to wait. I'm happy, Olive. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm gonna pull an oracle for you as well. We have determination, creative achievements. So yeah, don't give up, even if there are some hiccups along the way. Just don't give up. Just think about how beautiful is this flower, but it needs time to grow. You have to start somewhere. It's not gonna be, even if you buy a flower, you have to take care of it to be this beautiful. And the quote in the bottom is, you can't use up creativity. I love this one. The more you use, the more you have, Maya Angelou. So yeah, share what you have with the right with the right people, because you're gonna create something really awesome. And yeah, if you want to do something, you know where to find me. Okay, let's see. Who else? I mean, thank you so much, everyone who posted a question. It helps if you put it in caps, by the way, because it's easier to find it. Yeah. How's everyone doing, by the way? We like to have, as in not a royal, I like to have conversations as well. Yes, let's see. Okay. And if you have anything to add while I'm doing the reading, please do so. It always helps, because a tarot reading is like a conversation, it's easier. So next week I'm gonna mispronounce your name, Sambala or Shambla. Oh, I'm really sorry, I suck at names. But let's see what your next week is going to be like. And Tanji, thank you. Awesome. Yeah, I was thinking about Dark Box Rage, but I didn't want to say it because I was like, maybe it's not that, but I totally was thinking about Dark Box Rage. Awesome. I would love to be a part of that. And if you have no idea what we're talking about, look up Tarot Stash. Someone will link hopefully or type up the name. And there's a trailer for, something fun. Okay, next is the bottom energy is the Knight of Swords. So getting clarity moving forward. Where do I want the card? The bottom or top? Oh, look at that. The Ace of Cups again. And the Three of Wands. Okay, what is with returning cards? Interesting that, you know, when doing these readings, a lot of times same cards come out, because I kind of noticed that people who have a similar issue tend to find these readings. So there must be something in the collective. So a minor problem could be for next week. And I'm saying minor because even though we have strength as a major arcana at the end, we're just looking at a week, you know, and just 1 week probably is not as important in a way. You know, if this would be a monthly or a yearly, it would be a completely different thing. There is something that you want to clearly want to start with the Three of Wands. You want to move forward with a project or something you have in your mind that you would like to do, but for some reason you're hesitant. And it could be that you're blocking your own progress because you don't believe that you can, you know, you have this start, that you have everything that that it takes to start. So your own self-doubt could be a problem. And sorry, I was just reading something. So, or the other thing that I was thinking, that maybe it's not the time yet. It's not the right time to start because you still haven't decided clearly on how you want to start this project. Maybe, I don't know, it can be anything like looking for a job, starting a new hobby, going out and actually meeting people, because Three of Wands is also, you know, embarking on a journey. And how the world is currently, it could be that you're, you know, you want to, I don't know, go to the cinema, for example, next week, or, you know, you were thinking about something like that, but you're hesitant. And maybe the Ace of Cups signals that it's not the right time yet to start whatever this is, because something is still missing. You have to check for the potential problems. And because your bottom deck energy was the Knight of Swords, which is about communication, but the knights are still at that stage where they still learn how to communicate. They sometimes say something that's not right, you know, not because they are mean or because they are not, because they don't care about other people, just because they don't know how exactly communicate what they want. But the tendency, I like that, because this is strength, sorry, which means that you're gonna learn from this situation, and you're gonna realize that you're so much stronger than you give credit for yourself. So maybe when you go back and check what's missing, you will realize that, hey, I can actually do this. I'm stronger. I'm more resilient than I thought that I was. And waiting also adds to your inner strength, because you can endure waiting, because I'm freaking impatient. I really hate you know, waiting, and maybe it's the same for you. So, you know, it's just a minor delay, but it adds to your character for sure, whatever this is connected to. So don't give up, you know, on plans. Just check why something might still be missing. Let's get okay, and the oracle. I like how this oracle looks on the table, but I'm not sure entirely. Oh, my cat is really persistent. Oh, I like the messages. Oh, see, destiny. It is not in the stars to hold our destiny, but in ourselves. So yeah, it's connected to, you know, realizing your self-worth, to knowing that you have what it takes. Yeah, impatience sucks. I mean, I don't know who came up with the idea that we need to do things slowly, and but yeah, I am patient, so I empathize. I know that. And yeah, we're gonna do Donna next because she was so nice yesterday to me. So of course, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for stopping by. And like I said, you can find the form where you can always request a reading, even if it's not on camera. So if you have, a problem. Hi, Milamela. Oh, thank you so much. You're so nice. So let's have a general what to pay attention to, what to do till the end of this year, which is almost here. I can't believe it's already September. Okay, let's see. Bottom of the deck is Queen of Wands. I like that. Okay, what's with the Ace of Cups? I swear I'm shuffling these cards. For some reason, we're not supposed to start these things. There's a hold on the word again, I guess. Maybe, something is going on. Yes, so close to Halloween. And there's no Halloween decorations sold at this moment here yet, which is annoying. So yeah, Ace of Cups. I don't know, it could be something romantic as well. But I kind of feel like that, just like with the others, that there is something that you want to start, but it's still on hold. But we also have the Ace of Swords, which is very interesting. So I'm thinking about with these three cards that till the end of the year, the problem could be that whatever you're trying to start is coming from more of the emotional side. You want to start because you love the idea. It's coming, you're passionate about it. You want to start because you want to share it, because you know that this is a good thing, and it's coming from your soul, so to speak. But what you need to do instead is use a bit more of the logical side of you. Think about why whatever this is connected to is not getting the traction that it's supposed to be. And when you do that, when you start making a checklist, for example, if it's I'm going to just give general ideas. If you start thinking about getting a new job, you have to start listing out what you want in a job, where you can find it, what you have, and also what you have, so that you will see where you can apply that. What you also have to, for example, pick up and learn about it in order to be able to actually apply for a place what you like. If it's a hobby that you're passionate about and you wanted to start for a while, it could be that you're still lacking a skill. I'm kind of feeling like that with the Ace of Swords coming in. It talks about that you have the right motivation, you have the right resource, you have the right idea, but something tangible, logical, skill-wise is missing. So, and we have the High Priestess at the end of the year. And in this case, the High Priestess is someone, who learned a lot of things, who has knowledge. So I would advise you to spend time with studying in a way, in some shape or form, connected to something that you like. It doesn't have to be necessarily a new thing, but it's something that you like. And you have to, identify that hole in the story, so to speak. Because once you do that, once you have that aha moment that, oh, okay, this is what it's missing, you will have the knowledge that you can start acting upon. And when you start acting upon that thing, you will reach the High Priestess. You will learn something new, especially connected to spirituality. So it could be that, maybe you want to learn something that's divinatory. I don't know if it makes any sense to you. Anybody can ask a question, and I'm picking, whichever I like. So, Donna, do let me know if this resonates at all, because it's quite an interesting one. Interestingly, you have the domestic happiness and devoted affection. I will wind thee in my arms, so though the woodbine, the honeysuckle, gently advised. Okay, we have Shakespeare against Shakespeare. I'm sorry. Yeah, Scott, I'm going not in order, but so I'm gonna go back. Don't worry. Just Donna was really helpful to me yesterday at Chris's live stream, so I wanted to be sure that I'm reading for her. So yeah, do let me know. I'm kind of liking that, because it brings in definitely knowledge and learning and experiencing a sort of spiritual leveling up, which is always a good one. And I like the aces, even if one of them is in the potentially problematic area. Okay, let's see. Okay, I had that one. Yes, Friday. Awesome. Yeah, okay, let's do Jackie, General. Because Scott told me so. So thanks, Scott. But yeah, you don't have to have it, I'm not going in order, because I want people who join the stream later to have a chance to get a reading as well. Because sometimes it sucks that you sit through 20 minutes and then you realize that you had no chance. But Milamela will get the next one, because she was the first in hours before. Okay, so let's see, Jackie. Okay, bottom of the deck, Ace of Swords, getting that aha moment. Interesting that we're getting so many repeated cards. I was fully expecting the Ace of Cups. Okay, Ten of Swords, something is going to end at least. Okay, so what was the Ace of Swords? So a lot of swords and pentacles, not a lot of emotions or passion. It's more about something that connects to the 3D, the earthly things, finance maybe. Because the Emperor in the problem area or problem position kind of suggests that for some reason your support system is not as supportive as you would need them to be. There might be, some loss in a way. Not necessarily financial, but maybe connected to everyday things, money, because that's the Emperor also holds that coin, and we have the King of Pentacles here. So there might have been in the past something where things were I kind of feel like things were not as stable as you hoped or as you would need them to be. I don't know what this is all about, but that's the problem, that the support system, the how do you say that in English? Your back country, where what that is supposed to be there when that you can fall back onto is not there. It's one part of it. And the other thing is that because of that, you're not feeling your, you're the emperor. You don't feel like you have the power to move forward, to lead in some area. It could be that, that you don't feel like you're worth as much as a leader. Maybe there's a problem if standing up for yourself. So maybe the support system that's missing is your own. Maybe you're not supporting yourself enough, because in the current one, what you can do to change, we have the King of Pentacles, and this is a king energy, a mini empress, and this is the more it's not like the King of Wands who would rush things and who would just light fires and just be like, wow, look at me, I'm so confident. This is the more slower, let's approach things, more slower, more steadily, and build on that sort of energy. So maybe that's how you can build up your confidence, because maybe that's what's missing, not money, not financial, not anything like that. Maybe it's the confidence that's missing. And in this case, the Ten of Swords, yeah, I don't like this card, obviously. Who likes the Ten of Swords? But in this case, it signals a painful ending, but also this ending is part of that transformation where you can stand up for yourself and you learn how to do that. And it's not easy, because you might have to let people know that you want something, and maybe they are not used to that from you, and something like that. I don't know, I don't want to go more into details with that, but it's not, there is a transformation coming, and it's going to be painful, because the Ten of Swords is a painful place, but it helps you to reverse this, these two, and become the Empress from a mini Empress, if this makes any sense. I hope it does. And I'm quite curious, so let's pull an oracle as an extra. Hey, baby biscotti clown. Oh, awesome. Hi, Richie. How are you doing? Whoops, there's still many. Yeah, I kind of feel like this is a very heavy energy. We have Lily, Majesty and Virtue, just like, what the Empress and the Kings are all about. You have to find that. The Lily is the emblem rare. I read rule for some reason. Of many virtues, good and rare. So yeah, you will be able to find your, those characteristics, and your inner strength that you're currently lacking. So yeah. Okay. Oh, it resonates. Awesome. Okay, because it's kind of, like I said, it sucks that we can't have an actual conversation. Let's see. Okay, who? It helps if you put your question in caps. Okay, let's see. Oh, that sounds interesting. Let's see, psychic is, I don't know if I did anything like that before, so I'm gonna pull, let's have 2 cards for this one. Let's see what's coming. Because I don't need the usual one. You're very welcome. Anybody can ask, but I'm gonna pick whoever I feel, like drawn to, because I really like this method, because I can actually keep up with the chat. Okay, 2 cards. Let's see. Okay. Interesting. 10 of Wands and Judgment. Huh. Okay. Psychic skills. Well, I mean, for me, it's kind of reads like helping others to lessen their load. Where you help other people to feel more lighthearted because you help them realize that whatever they are carrying is not their business to carry anymore. And with the Judgment, it kind of feels like, I don't know if you tried mediumship, maybe if you looked into something like that, because it kind of feels like communicating with spirit, with, I don't know, ancestors, maybe, like, I'm not gonna say talk to dead people, but bluntly saying, I kind of feels like that. So I mean, if you haven't looked into mediumship, and what that entails, I kind of say look into that, because these two gives me that idea. Whoops, and we have first emotion of love. Love is the magician that pulls man out of his own head. And I kind of feel like this, approach this, and if whatever you're going to do with it, with gentleness and enthusiasm and optimism, kind of interesting. I mean, it's very, very cool. Oh, you canceled it more. Why? What happened, Richie? I mean, if you want to, just message me and I'll check it. Okay. Okay, let's see. Let's do one for a virtual hug. Okay. What's coming up for you? Okay, let's see what to keep in mind. What's happening and what's changing. And if I don't have time to do your readings, you can find my information in the description, and you can reach out for a quick one on Instagram, or if you need more detailed one on, there's a Google form that you can just need to fill out. I only need your email address and your question, so I can mail you your question later. Okay, we have, okay, I was like Ace of Cups, but no, it's just Six of Cups. 10 of Wands and 9 of Swords. Bottom is the 10 of Cups though, so that's nice. That's good. So what's coming up? So there might be some problem with someone else, because the Six of Cups is about generosity, and in a way that when you think about, you're nostalgic towards some people, but that's maybe you're looking at someone as how they used to be, but they are not that person anymore, and because of that you're carrying more than what you're supposed to do. You're dealing more of this person's drama, or you're trying to take care of them because you think that they are still that person that you used to know back then. It can be any sort of relationship. It doesn't have to be family, or it can be romantic. I kind of feel more like on the family side, but I don't know. It can be, and because of that, you overwork yourself. And the Nine of Swords is about nightmares, but in this instance, I feel like it's more about not getting enough rest because you keep thinking about these extra responsibilities that you have to, take care of because someone else is putting that on you. So you kind of have to step up and say no more often. You have to learn to say no, and you have to learn to take care of yourself more, because it can lead to sleeping problems, and that's just not good for your health. So don't say yes to people, if they ask you to do something just because you used to know them, or just because they are childhood friends or something like that. Because you have your own life, you have your own responsibilities, and that's enough. You have to take care of those first. Because if you keep trying to do everything that other people ask you to, you're gonna end up in a very exhausted and mentally and physically exhausted place, where you just keep staying up in the middle of the night thinking about all these problems that you're trying to solve, and half of those problems are not even yours. Okay, if this makes any sense, hopefully. Okay, and after that, there's gonna be just one. Hi, Robin, how are you? I have time for one, so I'm really sorry for those who didn't have time. Oh, did I do your milamela? I can't remember. Okay, can someone tell me if I did milamela already? I honestly can't remember. I have reading amnesia. So, and devotion dreams fulfilled. So yeah, devote yourself to your own dreams. It's you kind of have to be a bit more selfish in a way, that you take care of yourself first and then other people. Hope this was helpful. And let's see, because I can't remember. Okay, you haven't been read. Okay, then milamela is going to be the last one. Sorry, guys. I will be doing more live readings. I always do at least one every 3 weeks, but like I said, you can reach out on Instagram, or even here in YouTube. Like, subscribe, because that helps my channel. If you like this video, and subscribe, I have I will know that these are helpful and you guys want me to do them. Okay, so next 6 months for milamela. Okay, let's go with that then. Ace of Swords. Okay, 5 of Wands. And oh, nice. I like it when the Emperor is here. And the bottom is the King of Wands. So, Ace of Swords. There is something that, aces are starts, they are opportunities, but this one, there is an opportunity that eludes you. You keep missing a realization that sometimes you feel that, I don't know if you know that feeling, that when you start thinking about a problem, and you kind of know that you know the solution, but for some reason you can't figure it out. And that's a very annoying feeling, because you are so close to solving the problem, but you for some reason you just can't find it. And because we have the 5 of Wands here, I kind of feel like that whatever whatever is clouding you to finding that realization that would actually allow you to start moving forward, to take action regarding something in your life. It can be anything. There's change needed and you can't find a solution for it, is because you're spending your time with petty arguments. I don't know if you work or if you go to school. It can be both, but it's pretty much that petty office drama where or that when we're teenagers and we just argue and we tell stupid rumors about one another, and you're spending too much time on these things. Okay, so portfolio, yeah. So you're, maybe if to finish my portfolio, send it all over. Yeah, it could be that then it's not an outer conflict, but these are your thoughts about the subject, and you just keep going at things all at once, and you just don't know which direction to go, which one is enemy, which one is a solution actually. So you spend too much time overthinking and overanalyzing and just feeling like that. And what you can do and what you should do is trying to step out of this mental state, and if it's an actual uh, destruction by others, then take a step back and remove yourself from that situation. For example, when others try to engage you in gossip or drama, which is not important to you because it has nothing to do with your life, then just say that say that I'm sorry, I'm just not interested. I don't want to know about these things. I have better things to do. And then go back, and since you have a portfolio, it means that some sort of a art and whatever, it doesn't matter which type of portfolio, or it doesn't have to be art, it can be like real estate portfolio, whatever. Go back to that and work on that, because as soon as you manage to remove yourself mentally, even if because sometimes we can't say that we don't want to engage because it's our job or it's the teacher or it's someone you have to respect, and you can't just tell them to please shut up and leave me alone. If you can mentally take a step back and start singing a song in your own in your head when they're arguing, for example, you can find that calm that you need to find the solution. Because as soon as you can do that, you will be the emperor. You will have everything you need to rule. You will find your place. And if you're sending out portfolios, I would think that you will find the place you want to, work at. Because you're not as far from, being this emperor as you feel like it. You're just probably overthinking and letting these everyday bullshit things get in the way. And yeah, I don't know if you meditate, but meditation guided, even if just 5 minutes or 10 minutes guided meditation every day, they can be very useful and helpful. Okay, and you're gonna get obviously an oracle as well, because I'm not sure what I think about. Anybody else has the botanical inspiration, by the way? I mean, I really like how it looks, and I edged mine, to match the back. But I'm not entirely sure I'm liking it. Oh, good, awesome. And your card is nobility and self-esteem. So yeah, trust yourself. You have everything that you need. There's nothing noble in being superior to your fellow man. Yeah, don't act like you know more than others. True nobility lies in being superior to your former self. Yeah, just take a step back and let those things go, and then you can step into this Empress an emperor, whatever, not gender specific, just how the cards work. Awesome. Yeah, I know, I know, Tanji, that you have it, but that's, you transformed it into something else. So, and at the closing, let's pull one card for everyone who's still here. As a little thank you for, coming by and spending your time here with me. I really appreciate each and every one of you for giving me a chance to read for you, because I love doing this. I love helping, hopefully helping. Oh, bye, Jackie. So let's have, for those of you who couldn't get an individual one, I'm going to pull a card that is a message for everyone who's here and had a question. So let's see what comes up. So if you're still here, then your card is the Two of Pentacles. And the Two of Pentacles is about finding balance. So all of you who had a question, the solution might be in somewhere where you have to find balance. For some of you, it's finding balance between your personal life, what you like to do, and what you have to do, your responsibilities. For others, it can be that finding a balance, how much you give in a relationship and how much you take, for example. And it can be a relationship with yourself as well. How much kindness are you able to give yourself? Because if you're able to give kindness to yourself, then you're able to give kindness to other people, and you will find the right people. Like this bunny has a lot of small, tiny bunnies. This is a family, because being part of a family, you have to find a balance to be yourself, but to be someone who can be in a relationship with other people as well. So balance is the key, is the message for today. Like I said, thank you so much, everyone. I'm really sorry for all of you who didn't get the individual reading, but if you subscribe, you will catch me next time. Remind me if you were here previously. Then you might get a bump in the seat, so to speak. But yeah, thank you so much. Bye, everyone.